Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. We are going to take off from where we had left off. So far you have learned all about tables, okay, how to create tables, design view, data sheet view, table properties, input mask, all those things you have learned. And I hope you all are doing your practicals at home, at least those who have the computers, you are doing your practicals. So I really hope that you are doing it. So your firstly, please note down your syllabus. Your syllabus is, although I'll be issuing an official message today in the group. So lesson number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2 internet chapters. Okay. 3, 4 MS Access. 5, 6 HTML. Okay. And so you will be having it in the same way as you will be having it for the other classes. That is 40 marks, which will be doubled and it will become 80 marks. 40 marks, you'll be having full MCQ, right?
Yes.
And then you have practical 20 marks. So this practical will be in the form of a full MCQ test based on only the practical chapters, that is 3 to 6. Okay, that this part will be totally dedicated to your practicals. Understood? That is your practical chapters, right? You don't have any subject enrichment activity as such because this is a grading subject. So this time, because of this pandemic, things have changed. So we are taking it a bit seriously and you'll be having it. You'll be having a full MCQ test as your practical exam because most of you don't have computers. Okay, some of you have laptops and PCs, but most of you don't have. So we are going to have a full MCQ test. So that will be totally based on the practical topics which we are studying, MS Access and HTML. Okay. So there you will have all sorts of conceptual and HOTS questions. Okay, all the higher order thinking skill questions will be included in your practical test. Today we are going to see what are queries.
Mom, can you please tell that again?
Okay, I'll repeat. Although I'll be sending you an official message in the evening today, but I'll still repeat. Firstly, for your theory exam, which is of 40 marks, you will be having full MCQ exam and chapter 1 to 6. Okay, and for your practical you will be having a 20 marks practical MCQ, right? Practical based, and the chapters will be 3 to 6.
Ma'am, both would be on the same day?
No, practical will be on a later date, so that I will let you know. Fine.
Okay.
Now it's it could be a full MCQ test also. Now I haven't decided it yet. It's not confirmed yet. Either it will be a full MCQ test or it could be a kind of a small activity, very small activity which you can finish off in one day. Okay. So it could be something like that, which I'll decide with Mehak ma'am and will let you know, right? So we have a faculty meeting and in that we will decide it. So we will be discussing queries. I had just started with queries in the last class. As I told you, queries are questions you ask the database. So you ask a question and you get some response in the form of processed data, that is information, right? So we are going to create some queries, and there was a precondition for queries, that is you should at least have one table in your database to create a query. So there are certain objects like query, forms, reports. These three objects and other objects which are there, they require table. They are dependent on table. जब तक आपके डेटाबेस में टेबल नहीं होगा तब तक आप ना तो क्वेरी बना सकते हो, ना फॉर्म्स बना सकते हो, ना रिपोर्ट बना सकते हो. Got it? So you need at least one table in your database to create these three, right? So we are going to start with queries, and for that we need to make sure that our database contains tables. So you can see that this is a table within the database company DB, right? So this was a database which I had already created beforehand and kept it with me, right? So we have an employee table, as you can see over here, with employee name, designation, department, salary, date of joining, HRA, that is house rent allowance, and TA, that is travel allowance. So we are going to create a query on this table. So let's take the query as design a query in MS Access to display all employees working in the HR department. This is a query which you have to do, that is design a query in MS Access to display the information of all employees working in the HR department. So let's start. We will first close everything over here. We'll go to create. I'll start the Glassbrick application. So we'll first go to create, and from there we will go to query design option. Okay. Now here it asks show table. It displays a small dialog box named show table. So this dialog box displays the list of all the tables which are there in your database: book, city, hospital, doctors, customer, department, and so on. So you will be selecting which one? The one which you need, because we need to display employee data, so hence we will be selecting employee table. Click on add. So when you click on add, you can see in the background this table is added. It's still, this show table dialog box will not close until and unless you manually close it from here. Why? Because later on we will be creating queries where we will be joining more than one tables. So I'll click on close here. So this table is there and you can see all the fields. There is a top field you can see, that is asterisk. What does asterisk show? This asterisk means show all the field values. Please write it somewhere in your copy or book. Show all the field values. That is, if I have a table named employee and I write here employee dot asterisk, it means all the field values of employee table, right? If I write employee dot ename, it means the ename, extract the ename column or ename field which belongs to the employee table. Now there are suppose two tables. There are two tables. One is employee and one is department. And both of them contain a common field, DNO, department number, right? So now which department number are you accessing? Is it employee.dno or is it dept.dno? So this is what it qualifies the name of the field. Okay, it specifies the scope of this field, that this field belongs to this table, this field belongs to this table. Understood? So when you are working with common fields later on, you will be qualifying them with the name of the table. Table name dot field name. That is going to be our syntax. Table name dot field name. Right? This is for common fields which we are going to see later. So now what is the question? We have to display employees working in the HR department. So first we are going to select which field we will display. What field do you need to display? So I'm from here, I'll just double click on this dot. So you can see that it is going to display all the information, complete information, right? And I also have to display the employee who is working in the department, that is HR department. So for that, I'll just click on this box over here. From this drop down list, I will select department field. And now I have to specify the criteria. So here you can see criteria. So just below department, I will type here within double quotes HR. Because HR is a string type field. So that is why I have included this within double quotes. Let us now save this. So I'm saving this query with the name query HR department employees. Click on OK. And now I need to see whether this query is giving me the correct output or not. So for that, in the query tools tab, in the design tab, in the results group, I have this run option. So click on the run option and you can see that you are able to see all the fields. You are able to see all the fields: employee name, designation, employee.department, salary, DOJ, HRA, TA, and you are also able to see that only HR department employees data is being displayed. And you get a field 0 also, which shows HR. So let us try to change that. So we will switch to the design mode using this button, which we were using for our tables, right? So here I'm just going to do some hit and trial, okay? So what I am going to do is I'm going to click on this check box so that this part is not displayed. I will save it, run it once again. Now you can see that that extra field is not getting displayed, but you are getting the desired output. That is all employee information working in which department? HR department. So this is a query and it is saved like this as an object within MS Access database. Okay.
Ma'am,
So this is the query. Yes.
ma'am, why is 15,000 rupees showing in salary in the fourth row?
That is, it's not the fourth row. It's a placeholder for a new row. Okay. If you want, you can add anything over here to query also. Got it? Every time when you open a table, you can see that it always gives you the placeholder for a new row, and 15,000 is being displayed because we had set it as the default value. Remember, we had done it one time. We had set the default value. So in this table also, I had fixed the default value of salary as 15,000. That is, if the data entry operator doesn't enter anything, it will accept 15,000.
Okay, ma'am.
So 3 values are being displayed. So this is what a query. Now I want to display only employee name and department, not the other things. मुझे सिर्फ employee name चाहिए और department चाहिए. So I'll make changes. I'll go back to the design view. And over here, I'm going to select the individual fields. How? You can see field over here. I'll magnify it a little more. You can see field here. Click the drop down arrow. I want only employee name first and I want the department. So department is already there. Only thing I need to check this box. So now what the table is, what this query will do, it is only going to display employee name and department, not the other fields. So we'll save this, run this, and you can see only employee name and department is being displayed. So query means only extracting some information from the table. Okay, only extracting the information which you want from the table. Extracting desired information from table. Right, so you can extract any desired information from the table. Now I'm giving you one more question. Display. So you have to design a query, right? So display questions will be like this. names and salaries of those employees whose salaries exceed 25,000. You have to display names and salaries of those employees whose salaries exceed 25,000. So take a look over here. What you need: display names, display salaries, and whose salaries exceed 25,000. So firstly, these are the two fields which you are going to select: employee name and salary. So let's check out which all fields we need to display. So this is the employee table. I need to display employee name and salary. And I want to display only those employees information where salary exceeds 25. Exceeds 25,000 means it will be greater than 25,000, right? So this is going to be there in which field? The criteria field. Okay, so let's do it. So how will I do it? Just tell me, where should I click first? Tell me any ideas, where should I click first? Anyone can answer? We'll go to create. Now from create, where do we go? We'll go to query design. Okay. Now in query design, which table am I going to select? You'll be selecting employee. Click on add. This employee table appears here. Click on close. And now I'm going to specify the thing. I need to display only the employee name and salary. So first I'll select those. Employee name and salary. So these two, you can see a check mark over here. That means when the query is being executed, employee name and salary field, only these two field values will be displayed. Now what do I need? I have to set a criteria. I have to display only those employees data where salary exceeds 25,000. So I will look in the criteria column, criteria row. You have some rows here: field, table, sort, show, criteria, or. So here we will go to the criteria column. Criteria means condition, and criteria row, which column? Salary column, right? Because I am going to apply the criteria on which field? Salary field. So here I will type greater than 25,000 and then save it. So we have to provide a name. So let me give a name here: salary exceed 25,000. Okay, click on OK. So this is your query. So I am naming the queries also according to the work, the in data they are extracting. So you can see over here that it becomes very easy to understand. Yes, this one is query HR department employees. That is, it has something to do with HR department employees. Later on, when I have too many queries in my database, it will be easy for me to figure out which one am I looking for. And this query word in the beginning says that this object is a query. So now which option will I use to run this? Either the datasheet view or run. So let's go to the datasheet view. Now you can see that it is only displaying those employee data, that is employee name and salary, where salary exceeds 25,000. Is it clear to everyone? Yes, tell me, any doubt in this? I hope this is clear. So let me give you a question now. How will you do this? Display names and departments of those employees whose salary exceeds 25,000. Now you have to display what? Name and department. Okay, only name and department, and salary exceeds 25,000. So criteria is using salary field, whereas display you need name and department. How will you do this? So we will make changes in the same. So I'll click on this button to switch to the design view, right? Tell me what changes I'll make here.
And we'll just add another field named department.
Okay, so I'm selecting department DBT over here. Fine. Now
we'll save it.
there is one thing you are missing. We will not be displaying
Remove
salary.
the tick from salary.
Yes, we will be removing the check mark from salary, but the criteria will work according to salary only. Save this, run this. So you are able to see only the employee names and departments, okay? But usually it is a good practice to also display salaries. भाई पता कैसे चलेगा कि किस basis पे आपने filter किया है, right? So for that purpose, it is good programming practice to also display the salary. So this way, things will be clear that, okay, fine, yes, their salaries are greater than 25,000 and these are the departments they working, these are the employee names, fine. This is how you interpret data over here. Okay, let me give you one more question and okay. Display those employees information who work in the HR department and their salary is greater than 30,000. Now in this question, there are two conditions. One is employees who work in the HR department. Other is salary should be greater than 30,000. And there is and over here. It means both have to be true. HR department भी होना चाहिए, salary भी 30,000 से ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. So first, let us manually see whether we have any such candidate or not. So this is HR, salary is 15,000. HR 29,000, still not exceeding 30,000. HR 55,000. So there is only one person who fits this criteria. So let's see whether a query which we are going to design next is going to give me this data of S. Ramesh or not, right? And what I have written in the query, employees information means which field? Employee information means which field?
Employee name.
बेटा employee information means उसमें सारी चीजें आ जाएंगी, all the field values. Okay. Yes, you will select employees dot asterisk. So I'm going to go to create query design. Select what? Employee. Add this over here. Close this box. So I'm going to select employee dot asterisk because I want to display all the data, right? And department is what? HR. So department DEPT criteria equals to HR. Okay, one is this, and salary should exceed 30,000. So next I'm going to select salary, and here I am going to type greater than 30,000. Fine, but already I am displaying all the values. So I will remove the check mark from these two. These two will only work in the background for satisfying the criteria, and this employee.asterisk is going to display the complete information. Now go to the save option, save your query. So I'm going to save the query as HR and salary exceed 30,000. Click on OK and run this, and you can see S. Ramesh. Only his data is available and there is no extra field which is being displayed.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, why we removed the check marks while in that view?
Yes, we removed the check marks because, wait. The question said, display those employees' information. Information means what? All the employee field values. मुझे सारी field की values चाहिए. I want employee name also, designation also, department, salary, DOJ, HRA, TA, सब कुछ दिखाना है मुझे, right? Only for those employees who work in HR department and salary is greater than this. So HR department means I have to apply criteria on which field? Department field and salary field. So for that purpose, what I did was I used these two fields and specified the criteria here, but I am already displaying all the field values here. Field equals employee dot asterisk, which will already display all the field values. So if I choose to tick these also, what will happen? It is going to display two extra fields. Field 0, you can see over there, employee dot dept, employee dot salary, and field 0 is also being displayed. So that I don't want. Okay, extra field मुझे नहीं दिखाना है. That is why I am unchecking these boxes so that they only stay in the background and they only are used for applying the condition. Okay, and this part will help me to display all the values. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me give you one more question. Okay, wait. Now take a look at this. Display those employee names along with salaries. So now I want only the names and the salaries who either work in the sales department or their salary. So or is their salary is lower than 50,000. Or means either of the conditions is true. Means this condition can also be true, this condition can also be true. So if there is an employee who works in the sales department, but his salary is not lower than 50,000, so his details will also be selected. And if suppose you have an employee who works in the purchase department and but salary is lower than 50,000, his data will also be selected. That is either of the conditions should be true. Okay. So now what to do? So we'll go back and we'll open a new criteria. So okay, new query. So now you people are going to tell me how to create a new query. I am going to close this query, this table. Yes, now tell me. We'll go to create. Next.
Query design.
Query design. Very good.
Employee.
Yes, we'll go to employee. Add. Now we'll click on close. Okay, now what? Look at the question. Take a look at the question very clearly first. And first you plan out how you are going to design it.
Employee name, salary, and criteria is lower than 50,000 rupees.
1 second. 1 second. Firstly, let's move step by step. What we will select in the field?
Employee name.
Employee name. Okay. The one who answered just now, was it Vishwajit? Who was it?
Nikhil.
Yes, ma'am.
Nikhil. Yes. Vishwajit. Yes, you only continue. So employee name you will be displaying, then next field to be displayed is
Salary, ma'am.
yes, very good. Now next.
Ma'am, criteria.
Criteria, yes. So criteria is applied on which field? One is on salary. That is
Less than 50,000.
very good. Less than 50,000. And other criteria is it is people who work in the sales department. But the thing is, okay, fine. I'll first select sales department from here. Department. Now there is criteria over here. If I write equal to sales over here, it will mean that both the conditions should be true. That is, if you are typing the conditions in the same criteria field, that is over here for salary, over here for department, it will mean and operation. मतलब ये दोनों conditions आपकी satisfy होनी चाहिए. मतलब department भी sales होना चाहिए और salary भी 50,000 से कम होना चाहिए. But in the question we have that's either salary is less than 50,000 or department is sales. So for that we will switch to this field over here, or. And for department we are going to type this in the or field, that is equals sales. तो या तो आप सैलरी को और में लिखो, डिपार्टमेंट को क्राइटेरिया में लिखो, या सैलरी को क्राइटेरिया में लिखो, डिपार्टमेंट को सेल्स में लिखो. इट्स अप टू यू, राइट? Now because we have to display only employee name and salary and not department, so we will remove the check mark from department. We will save this first. I will save it with the name sales and salary less 50,000. Okay, click on OK, click on run, and now you can see all of them. Let us check. Let us also add department over here. Let's put a check mark over here and let's see. Yes, so you can see that all these salaries are less than 50,000, right? So, and department also. See, sales department is also there. Okay. And other departments are also getting displayed. Why? Because the condition said either the salary should be less than 50,000. So all those who had salaries less than 50,000, their data is also getting displayed. And it's immaterial which department they belong to. And second thing, they should be sales. So this person, his salary is not less than 50,000, but he works in the sales department. Okay. So that is why his data is also getting displayed. The same thing if I replace with and, that is this, I remove this condition from here and I paste it in the criteria column, this will become and operation. So when I run this, you can see only one person, who that is Rohit, who works in the sales department and his salary is also less than 50,000. Did you understand the difference between the two? Or and. Or says either of the conditions should be true. एक भी condition true होगी तो आपको result मिल जाएगा. But in and, both conditions should be true if you want to display that, or if you want that record to be selected. Is this clear to all of you? This is how you create a query in MS Access. Okay. Next is, now let us, one sec.
Ma'am,
Yes.
my attendance.
Okay, fine. I'll take the attendance. Wait a second. Yes, I have taken. Now we'll solve some exercise over here. Some hands-on computer. Okay. Now there is something else also which I need to teach you. That is creating relationship between tables. Okay, joining two tables. So let us first see if we have anything like that. So yes, now we have this table over here named department, as you can see, which has ID, DNO, DEPT and location. So I'm going to remove this ID field. So right click on this and delete field. Now, because it is a primary key field, so I'll have to switch to the design view, remove this primary key by clicking on this primary key, and now I'll be able to delete this. And I can set this DNO as primary key, save the table, come back to view. So this is it. Come to the employee table. Here I am going to remove this DEPT field and add a new field, that is DNO. So I'll go to the design view, and here I'm going to type DNO, and it will be of type number, and I will be just placing it after DEPT. Save this, go back to the design view, and now I'm going to replace this with the names of departments. So sales is 10. So wherever I find sales, I have to put 10. Okay. Next is purchase is 20. So this is 20. And do I have purchase anywhere else? Yes, this is also 20. Then next is finance is 30. So finance, I'm going to place it as 30. Next is HR is 40. So this will be 40. This will be 40. This will be 40. What is left? Another department, that is operations. So in the department table, I'm going to add 50 operations and its location as Indore. Okay. So this is the data which I have added in the department, and here also it will be 50, will be 50. Okay. So we added DNO column, and now I'm going to remove the DEPT column from here. So I'll go to the design view, DEPT, right click, delete rows. Save this, come back to the view. So now you can see that this table contains department number instead of department name. Now how this will work? So look very closely. When you have two tables with a common field, this is the table employee and this is the table DEPT. Let us write all their fields here. Okay. So what all fields does employee have? Employee name, designation, DNO, that is department number, salary, DOJ, that is date of joining, HRA, TA. And what does DEPT have? DNO, DName, and location. Now you can see DNO over here. Now in the department table, does DNO contain any duplicate value? Is there any duplicate value for DNO? Do you find that any two departments have the same department number? ऐसा है क्या कहीं पे भी दो डिपार्टमेंट्स का डिपार्टमेंट नंबर सेम है? No, we don't have. Why? Because DNO is considered as a primary key. A primary key has two things, not null and unique. That is, it should uniquely identify all the records in the table and it cannot be left empty for any record. Okay. Okay, here we don't have employee number as such. We don't require it right now also. This department number is referred over here in employee table. Okay, and all the values of department, all the values here, they refer to the parent table, that is department. ऐसा कोई भी employee आपको नहीं मिलेगा जो ऐसे किसी डिपार्टमेंट में काम करता है जिसका डिपार्टमेंट नंबर यहाँ नहीं है. You won't find any employee who works in a fictitious department whose department number or record doesn't exist in the department table. Do you have any employee who has department number 60 or 70? Can you see any of them here? Answer is no. You cannot find any employee whose department number is more than 50. You can find 10, 20, 30. So all these values of department number, they are being accessed from where? From department table. ये सारे values जो है department number के, वो कहाँ से आ रहे हैं? Department table से आ रहे हैं. Okay, that means field DNO is dependent on this parent table department. Got it? And hence it is known as a foreign key. Foreign key will have duplicate values. Why? Because here we can have more than one employees working in the sales department. We can have more than one employees working in the purchase department, working in the HR department, and so on. Right? And so because if more than one employees are working in the same department, it means that they will have the same department number. So that is allowed in case of foreign key. But it will not be allowed in the table where department number exists as a primary key. So this is the common field. This field, it connects the two tables. And this is the field which establishes a relationship between the two tables, that is employee and DEPT. Hence the name relation is also given to table. टेबल को हम रिलेशन नाम से भी जानते हैं. In terms of DBMS, databases, okay, we refer to table as relations. Okay, the other name, the synonym for tables is relations. And hence the term RDBMS, that is Relational Database Management System. This is the most popular and structured database management system, and it is used widely all across the world because all tables, everything, data is always stored in the form of structured tables. Okay, tables have a definite structure. They will have a fixed number of fields. They will have a number of finite rows, that is records. Understood? So it comes under structured databases, right? And hence these are the common fields which help in establishing a relationship between the two tables. So we are going to exactly see how to connect two tables. We will be connecting department and employee so that we can solve questions like these. Display employee names along with their department. Now you don't have to display only the department number. You have to display the employee. Okay, tell me, Mohit Sharma works in which department? Department number is 20. Come to the department table. 20 is purchase. It means Mohit Sharma works in the purchase department. Paul Blake is an operator. Works in department number 50. So what is that department? He works in the operations department. So this is how you are using this DNO as the linking field to link the two tables and extract data from both tables. That is, we are performing a join operation. We are performing a join operation on the tables. Okay, so how to do this join operation? Let us see it here. It's the very, very important concept of databases. If in future you take up computer science, you will be learning databases and this will help you a lot. So we will first go to create, and please watch this very carefully, okay? One second. We will go to database tools. Please note it down in your copies, everyone. We will go to the tab named database tools. In this, we will go to relationships. We'll go to a tab named database tools and we'll click on relationships. Now you will get the same show table dialog box like you were getting in queries. Now which two tables are we going to connect together? Can anyone name? Which two tables are we connecting?
Department and employee.
Employee,
Department
right?
and employee.
So one by one you can click, you can double click. Instead of going to add, you can double click on that also. Department को double click किया, department आ गया. You can see a primary key symbol also which says that DNO is a primary key here. Double click on employee, तो employee table भी आ गया. Click on close. Now what we need to do is to join them based on what? DNO. So how to do that? We'll go to edit relationships, right? Now within this table query, related table query, that is which two tables are you going to relate to? You can also connect one table with a query. You can also connect two queries together. So here we are only trying to connect two tables. So from this drop down list, we are going to first select. We have to create a new relationship. So we will click on create new. Now left table name. Which table is towards your left side? Department. So we'll select department. Right table name, employee. Left column name. When you click on this drop down list, you will find three fields. These are the three fields which belong to which table? Department table, DNO, DEPT, location. You will select which one? DNO. Right column name. This will display all the fields of the employee table. So here again you have to select what? DNO, which is the common field. Click on OK. So when you click on OK, you see department, employee, DNO, DNO. Click on create, and the moment you click on create, you can see a small thread tethering these two tables. Can you see this? एक रिलेशनशिप बन गया है दोनों के बीच में. ओके, दोनों की शादी करवा दी है आपने. अंडरस्टूड? सो दिस इज हाउ यू हैव connected these two tables, right? So this is how you have created the table. Now you will save this and click on close. Now what you can do is you can easily display, you can create. So we will create a query to display employee names and their department. So quickly I'll do that. We'll go to create, query design, select both of them, department, employee. And now you see when you are you are adding these two tables, दोनों का बंधन अभी भी बंधा हुआ है. Okay, so you'll see that they both are still joined to each other. So we come down here, we will be displaying. And now when you click on this field column, you can see that all the fields are qualified with the name of their tables. Department dot asterisk, employee dot asterisk means all field values of department, all field values of employee. Department dot DNO, department dot DEPT, location, that also belongs to department. So these three belong to department table. All these fields belong to employee table. So आपको क्या चाहिए? Employee name along with their department. So you'll click on this and department.dept. So you can see employee emp name, department.dept, right? And you have to display both of them. Save it. With department. Click on OK. Run it and you can see all their departments. Okay, so this is how you can use relationships to join the tables, extract data from two or more tables. So I hope this class was clear to everyone. Did you all understand?
Yes.
Ma'am.